Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, this is some crazy news coming out of Memphis, man. And it looks like Pooh Shiesty even confirmed this. Now, the rumor is online that Pooh Shiesty's brother was the victim of a gun violence. Basically, he was in a shootout and he lost his life. Now, there's several news sources and social media urban hip hop sources that have been reporting this. And man, to be honest, I don't know what to take it. But Pooh Shiesty himself went to social media and said a few things. Now, before we get into the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, man. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Pooh Shiesty a little bit, man, and his brother, man. So this is a crazy story. And like I said, I'm not sure if it's official or not. But I do know that Pooh Shiesty has spoke out and it looks like he's canceling shows. So the word is that Pooh Shiesty's brother was back in Memphis and he ended up getting into a shootout. Now this shootout led to him, losing his life. I guess somebody else, was firing upon him and he got hit or whatnot. Now, there is no official news source that's reporting this story. So I want everybody to make sure that you heed this warning when I say that it might not be substantiated. But Pooh Shiesty did take to social media and say a few things. But before we get to that, let's talk about the fact that a news source on social media that is heavy on the hip-hop news and updates, Say Cheese, I usually trust what they put out there like almost 100% because they're usually right on top of it. And they put out this post right here. Now, it's this post right here where it says, Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty's brother has passed away from a bullet wound. And then they have the prayer hands emoji, and then they have the doves emoji, man, which is basically saying that he passed away and, sharing their own condolences or whatnot. Now, this sent shockwaves through the Memphis hip-hop scene, and a lot of people were asking questions about how this could have taken place because Pooh Shiesty is known as a certified dude in this rap game. And when I say certified, I mean a lot of people look at Pooh Shiesty as a real deal hitter, as somebody who's really not going to take any losses in the streets or in rap. So people they just didn't believe it at first, man. To be honest, man, nobody was believing this. But man, it looks like Pooh Shiesty, like I said, confirmed it without actually confirming it because he did this. He put out on this post on social media, this is what it said, man. And the original post came from somebody called Mob Ties Global, and it was made from Create Mode or whatnot. And Pooh Shiesty basically reposted this, and it says this. It said, about the shows in Columbia, South Carolina, and Savannah, Georgia, we had a family emergency, so we couldn't make it last night, but we got y'all. It wasn't on the promoter. We will keep you updated on a new date. So pretty much being professional. That's just him showing good business etiquette. He's letting the folks know in Columbia, South Carolina and Savannah, Georgia that basically they had a family emergency and, he wasn't able to make those dates last night. So, I mean, Pooh Shiesty is at the point where he's doing 2 shows a night. 2 shows a day or whatever like that. And maybe he just meant like he was doing 1 show last night and then the other show was probably like tonight or something like that. But he's just clearing the way so everybody knows that he's got something going on. Now, this had everybody say, oh, he just, pretty much substantiated the fact that his brother got shot. Now, I know Pooh Shiesty has a couple of different folks that roll with him. In interviews, he's talked about his dad is one of the cats who roll with him specifically. So I don't know which brother or who this is exactly, but there's some rumors about who it is. Now, before we get into that, man, just in case this doesn't come out as accurate, because right now, this is all internet rumor, man. This is all internet rumor. But right now, we just know that he had a family emergency and something is going down. Now, some folks are saying it's his brother T to P. So, man, we don't know, man. We just don't know. Now, I know I jumped right into this story, and I did not give Pooh Shiesty an accurate, description or whatnot. But for those of you who don't know, let's talk about Pooh Shiesty a little bit and what's been going on with him lately. Now, Pooh Shiesty, man, he is from Memphis, Tennessee. And he's probably one of the hottest rappers in the game right now. Like, if Double XL comes out with a list and he's not on it, there would be an online boycott. He is one of the hottest freshmen in the game. He's already taken over on so many different levels with a hit song, Back in Blood with Lil Durk. And then he's all over Durk's projects. He's all over everybody's projects. Like, he's real deal got a good grasp on the game and is having an amazing career. Him and his boy Big 30, I've done tons of videos about them, talking about how they, ascended in this rap game, how they started off as friends from two different hoods and just, man, built a relationship early in life and ended up becoming successful. Now, Pooh Shiesty has been in some controversy since he's been in the rap game. He's been arrested a couple of times, man. And he's been, allegedly involved in a shooting that took place in Florida. Now, this situation is said to have taken place in Memphis. So I don't think or know that any of this is connected. Now, I also remember there was a report that went out a couple of months ago, or excuse me, not a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, maybe not even a couple weeks. I think it was like a week ago, where there was another rapper who was talking about his brother who had who was dying or on his deathbed. And I'm wondering if this is that same situation. Pooh Shiesty has some ops out there in Memphis, and I think his name is EBE something, man. I can't remember dude's name, but I remember that story. I remember that dude talking about his brother passing away. On his being on his deathbed or whatnot. And I wonder if this is the same brother in the same situation. If not, that would be even more tragic, because that would be two people in your family that are either losing their life or have lost their life. So, man, I hope the best for Pooh Shiesty, man. And I say my condolences for his family, because this is sad, man. This is some horrible stuff. Hopefully, this is all rumor, because if I look on Say Cheese's page now and I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like, I don't see that post anymore. So maybe they got something wrong. And hopefully, man, this is just a bad news report that's circulating around the internet, because everybody is interested in this story. There's a lot of people saying some real lowbrow and, man, some real, messed up jokes because of the song Back in Blood. And I don't think any of that is warranted. I think, man, that when something like this goes down, as a hip hop community, we all got to get together and, man, hope the best for Pooh Shiesty and his family. Now, at the end of here, I just got a little preachy or whatnot, and I don't want to seem like I'm telling people how they should feel about the situation, especially if they're a fan or if they're not a fan. But, man, there's certain things that I feel like, man, everybody should get on the same accord about. Now, what do you guys think, man? Do you think that Pooh Shiesty losing his brother is a real news story, or this is real? Or do you believe that Pooh Shiesty might have canceled those shows for other reasons? Like, there might be other things going on in his life that might be a family emergency that have nothing to do with that situation. Now, it looks like he's going to reschedule those shows, so maybe he's already thinking like something is good, or, man, maybe it's not as bad as we think it is. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell, so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.